Well, I'm on the phone with New York Times bestselling author Nevada Barr. And Nevada, you've just written your 19th Anna Pigeon novel, Boar Island, which is set in Acadia National Park. And you're coming to Bar Harbor on Monday night, tomorrow night, to speak at the Jesup Memorial Library. You'll be there at 6:30 p.m. for an author talk and book signing. And as we were just talking off air, you've been and you've actually researched Acadia National Park.
Oh, yes. One of the perks of my profession is getting to research in various different parks. And I had never been to Acadia, which was my sole inspiration at first. And then when I got there, the park itself was just filled with marvelous possibilities, and I spent about a week there researching. It was wonderful.
Now, you're the heroine of your story, Anna, becomes the acting chief ranger at Acadia National Park.
That's correct. It's a wonderful thing the Park Service does is if someone is out of pocket for several weeks for some reason, they'll send out the word, and other parks can send in someone to act as chief ranger, act as district ranger, whatever, to keep the machinery flowing. So I had a perfect way to get Anna into the park so that I could explore it with her.
And she's got to solve a murder as well as stop a stalker and cyberbully. And unfortunately, the stalkers and cyberbullies, those are everywhere.
Yes, talk about a portable criminal and talk about an uncatchable criminal. I'd wanted to bring that in because it had been in the news and it had been on my mind. And then, there's been a rash of ransomware,
yes,
kidnapping your files even. So I wanted to bring that kind of, I would say 1984 aspect into it, but 1984 is ancient history now.
Right. Now, you are actually a park ranger. Tell us a little bit about your history.
Well, I was a park ranger for 8 years, and I worked as a seasonal, and I worked in Mesa Verde and got sent to Cumberland Island and did Isle Royal, and then I did my last 2 years on the Natchez Trace Parkway in Mississippi.
Wow.
And I didn't start being a park ranger until I was 37, and it just took over my life. I absolutely loved it. And then, of course, a bonus was I got the Anna Pigeon series out of the parks, because I'd been writing a long time, but nothing had really caught like the Anna Pigeon did. Well,
I'm looking forward to reading it. So Anna Pigeon is, you I guess, discovered her or created her while you were a park ranger in Guadalupe Mountains in Texas.
That's right. I was up there in the backcountry and didn't have a whole lot to do, and I'd been writing for quite some time, but I just started the Anna Pigeon book, just sort of, sometimes the magic works. And when Anna Pigeon came into my mind, she was me, except taller, stronger, smarter, braver, so...
it's like the $6 million Nevada Barr, right?
Exactly, the new improved model. So I started the book there, and I thought it would just be one book, but then the publisher asked for a second. I was thrilled. I mean, having somebody ask you to write a book is quite a treat. And then from then on, it's been pretty good sailing.
Well, how many books have you written? I mean, if this is the 19th Anna Pigeon novel, I mean, you're cranking these out. How many books are you writing a year?
I only write one a year, and the last few years only one every 18 months, because it's a lot of books, but I've been doing it a lot of years.
Wow.
So I've got 19 published, or 22 published, and then there was, 4 or 5 that I wrote for practice.
That's fantastic. So you're coming up, and tell us a little bit about what we can expect from your talk tomorrow night at the Jesup Memorial Library.
Well, I expect you to be charming and funny and ask interesting questions and help me to sound like I am quite clever, laugh at my jokes, and have a good time.
Well, that's fantastic. So this is all, the Jesup is doing this, and this is in kind of in conjunction with the Acadia National Park's 100th centennial celebration. So it's a perfect timing.
And be sure I expect every ranger in Acadia to be there.
The park will be ranger free. You're just looking for everybody.
Exactly. Don't tell the criminals. I want all the law enforcement rangers at my book signing.
Lots of khaki shirts there tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. And this is co-sponsored by Sherman's Bookstore, and you can purchase your book, you'll sign it, and in the event that you can't get there to the Jesup Memorial Library, there will be signed books available at Sherman's Bookstore as well.
And I take special requests if somebody has a birthday or something.
Oh, very nice.
Put it on a Post-it note, and I'll sign it for you.
Okay, and give us your website, if you would.
NevadaBarr.com.
All right, perfect. So again, Nevada Barr coming to the Jesup Memorial Library tomorrow night, Monday, May 23rd, 6:30 p.m. for an author talk and book signing. And thank you very much for taking time out of your Sunday to talk with me today.
Thank you, dear. I'm glad we got to talk.